Hello friends! Welcome to Prairie Soap House and Apothecary if we are meeting for the very first time. My name is Erin Oberlander. I am a certified holistic aromatherapist and herbalist, and I help people top to bottom with anything really related to health, wellness, and better mindset. So today I wanted to jump out here. Usually on Wednesday I do some kind of an essential oil profile if I'm not traveling for business. And today, instead of doing a specific essential oil, I wanted to talk about a specific challenge that many of us have, especially this time of year, right? We're super cold all the time. We're probably less active than normal. It has been horrible Arctic cold here where I live for an extended period of time. And so then what starts to happen in the body? Well, we're not moving as much. We're indoors more. We're probably not breathing as deeply as we could be. So our circulation slows down. And what that means is that our hands and our feet start to get really cold. Maybe we're not digesting food as well. Maybe we're not feeling really rested at night because we're actually not feeling tired when we go to sleep. Lots of other things going on with that. So what are some specific things that we can do to help with circulation? And what are some specific things that we can keep in mind of this time of year? So we're in the like maybe 2/3 of the way through technical winter. Our spring equinox is actually in a few weeks, believe it or not. What's happening in the body, what sorts of things are out of balance, how can we bring them back into balance? So first of all, when we talk about essential oils and we talk about aromatherapy and we talk about circulation, if we're going to talk about just the particular issue of cold hands and feet, what we would be looking at using is spices. And the first way we would optimally use spices is by using more spices in our cooking. So maybe using more hot peppers, cooking some Indian food, some Thai food, maybe some Mexican food a little bit more often to stoke that digestive fire. When that digestive fire is working well, it means that our blood is more nourished. It means that our blood is circulating better. It actually raises our basal body temperature when we incorporate those types of spices. Also things like cinnamon, cloves, those kind of baking spices, typically we would think of as very warming. So I'm not telling you to go do a bunch of baking necessarily, but maybe what you could do is in your coffee in the morning, put a little bit of cinnamon, not cinnamon syrup, actual cinnamon spice. And when we're using the spices that way, we actually are using aromatherapy. There are aromatic compounds in those spices and in those spicier foods that actually evaporate from our stomach up back through our lungs. They actually do impact our breathing and so many other things in our body on that kind of a basis. As far as aromatherapy essential oils for circulation, we can also look at the spice oils. However, big caveat with the heating spices is that they're very heating for the skin. So if you're ever going to use them, you want to make sure that you look up any safety recommendations related to these from a reputable independent source. You could use the Essential Oils Safety Bible that we all use. And just look up any essential oil that you're looking at trying, making sure that you know how to use the proper dilution, that you're not ever using a spicy hot oil on the skin neat. That is really can burn, can cause some dermal stuff going on. So you don't want to do that. But what you can do is find a source that's already pre-diluted by a professional where you don't have to think about those things, and then you can use that to help increase your circulation. So I actually have an elemental aromatherapy line. There's a different serum for each element in the Chinese medicine system. And this time of year, we are very excessive in the water element, what we call the Kapha element from Ayurveda. Without getting too far into that, basic principle that you can know is that whenever there's too much of one element going on, you want to balance it with the very opposite element. So water is very heavy, we have inertia, we have coldness and depth with water, which is how we're all feeling in winter, right? We even have a lot of snow around us, which is the very embodiment of water element being in excess if you're in the north right now, right? So instead of that, we want to balance it out with fire. And what do we just automatically want to do this time of year? We want to be cozy, we want to be warm, we want to be around a fire with our family and friends having those warm, cozy nights. Same principle applies when it comes to balancing the elements in the body. So the serum that you would want to use this time of year is fire serum, and this has ginger, fennel, lemongrass, clove, tulsi, black pepper, ginger grass, and a tiny bit of cassia, which is related to cinnamon. So all of those essential oils that I mentioned are very heating, very warming. They're going to help to increase the flow of blood. The other thing that many of them do is help to move the lymph in the body. So what is the lymph? Well, the lymph is a big part of our immune system. It lies just below the skin. So if you're going to address lymph, you're just doing butterfly touches right there. You're just doing butterfly touches. You're always wanting to move the lymph really gently if you're going for that. How do you know if you have congested lymph? Well, a lot of things that we deal with this time of year. Maybe you have excess weight on your body that you can't account for from your lifestyle. Maybe you do notice that you're sitting more, and so you do have fluid pooling more in your lower extremities. Perhaps you haven't been very active. Maybe you're having digestive issues. Perhaps you notice that you have suppressed immunity and that you've been picking up a lot of bugs. All of these things potentially can be indications that you are struggling with your lymphatic system. So fire serum can also be used to help move the lymph, and you can use this for both of those purposes to help with the circulation of the blood and the lymph by simply massaging it in. That's it. That's all you have to do. So a small amount of this on your hands, and you're just going to massage this into your hands to warm your hands up, and then you can work your way around your body, always brushing the lymph, if you're working on lymph, back towards your heart, okay? So a little bit of the ways that we can use spices. So we're going to be looking at using them in our cooking. We're going to be looking at using them as a serum, and we can also work on moving the lymph. And of course, then finally, you're going to want to do things that counteract this tendency towards stagnation, towards coldness, by doing things that spice up your life. Hey, Jess! So we want to make sure that we're moving regularly. And I know it's very difficult to move outside right now. So being creative with how you can move your body inside. There's a lot of free challenges that you can sign up for, free online fitness stuff. YouTube has tons of free online fitness that you can do with very little space in your own home with your body weight. Doesn't have to be a lot of movement, and in fact, you could break it up into 10-minute chunks in the morning, midday, and then in the evening, just to make sure that the body keeps its fluids active and moving and not stagnating. So really, really important to do that. So those are some ideas to increase circulation, both of the blood and the lymph. Let me know if you have any questions below. If you thought this was helpful, go ahead and share it with other people. And as I finish up today, I just want to give you a heads up on a few amazing events that we have going on locally for people that are interested in health and wellness stuff or in mindset stuff. That's really exciting. So today, Wednesday, I have a healthy happy hour for the Isagenix Nutritional Solutions, Lifestyle Solutions in Dickinson, North Dakota. If you're interested in that, private message me and I'll get you on the invite. We also have one in Richardson, North Dakota on Saturday morning that I'm really looking forward to because I know there's going to be a lot of amazing food there as well. And we're just going to connect and share what our current goals are and encourage and lift each other up as we talk about some amazing lifestyle solutions. And then Saturday afternoon here in Mott at the Mott Armory, 2 p.m. Mountain Time, my very good friend and power partner, as I call her, Corey and Faith, is going to join us here in Mott to talk about finding our purpose. And I'm really excited about that. So if you can make it down to Mott or you know somebody in the area, go ahead and share this video with them so that they have the info. I've also posted the info about that particular event on this page so you can check that out. And then I just want to let you guys know that our a whole Academy of Isla is going to be available now as an evergreen product here very soon at the spring equinox, which is on March 21st, 22nd-ish. So you can go to intuitiveseason.com and make sure that you're on our mailing list so that if you haven't been able to enroll in the Academy before, that you'll be in the loop for when that finally launches as evergreen, meaning that you'll have the opportunity to enroll in one season or the full Academy if you would like to. And it's really exciting that we're going to be able to offer that to you now as a full and complete product as we've had the beta launch over the last year. So as you're learning more about how to live seasonally, how to live in tune with nature, how to balance out your body when things start getting out of balance like they do this time of year with the coldness, the stagnation, the Intuitive and Seasonal Living Academy is definitely for you in that respect, as well as a respect that it will help to get you in tune with your own intuition and empower you to really be living out your purpose in a really huge way in this world, which we desperately need. So glad to be with you guys today. I hope this information was helpful. Again, if it was, please go ahead and click that share button. If you have any questions below, please ask. Again, using spice oils, always check the safety information on these as they can be very caustic. And I will see you guys at the next profile.